So how does it feel to be here right now?
I feel happy, and this is the reason I'm traveling, to be happy. And here I feel happy. You know where? Look, home is where I am happy. This is my home.
Okay.
So, yes.
How many years has it been since you are traveling?
Now it's 6 years I'm traveling non-stop. Never came back to Italy.
And how many countries have you been till now?
I've been in crossed and lived 97 countries
Okay.
and Europe, Africa, Central Asia, Arab countries, and now I am here on the road to Australia.
So, but why are you doing this? Like, why do you not go for a regular job or have a family?
Okay.
Why are you like living this nomadic life and traveling everywhere?
The question is not why, the question is why not? I mean, why not? Because I'm enjoying my life. I think we have one life, so live it. And I do what I love most. And I love traveling, I love my Vespa. And I just put together the two things and I just started my journey. And I don't need to work because I mean I don't need a lot of money to be happy in this way. You don't need a lot of money, and I don't have family, I don't have kids, I don't have car, I don't have house to pay. So what I saved in my life, I just using for this travel. And I don't know when I will finish because I think maybe 2 3 years more. I mean, I don't have any reason to come back because many people ask me, when do you come back to Italy? No idea. Why should I come back to it? I mean, you want to punish me? Why I should come back? I'm enjoying so much this travel. So every day for me it's a gift here, and no reason to come back. Really, no reason. Until my sponsor support me is okay, and my sponsor is my bank account. So till I have money in my bank account, I can travel. And but you know what the problem is? It's very low budget because. Low budget travel, so I can sleep in the tent. I don't go to the restaurant, so on and so on. So I mean, I can travel maybe for many years left. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. You never know what happens. And this is me. And this is my partner in love, my partner in crime, my travel buddy, my love, everything.
And your wife.
And my wife, in the intimate life, yes, is my wife.
So, what made you take this journey? And why specifically on Vespa? Why not any other means of transport?
Okay, when I was in Italy, I used to work a lot. I had a guest house, I work in an office, and and I had a beautiful girlfriend, and we were together for a long time. But it was not my life. It was not what I needed. I was missing something, and I think I mean in this life we are here on the world, so at least you should visit the world. And I want to travel as much as possible to see what surrounded me. So I decided, okay, I want to travel around the world. And how to travel around the world? Not by hitchhiking, not by foot, because I'm not feel comfortable. I want to be free to go everywhere without waiting anybody. So I needed something to travel, a car, a truck, a motorbike, or whatever. But I decided a little scooter because you don't need to have big trucks, big motorbikes to travel around the world. I mean, and you know what? Big cars or big motorbike, big problems, big money. So if you travel with a small motorbike, you can go everywhere. It's very cheap. You can fix by yourself. Especially this Vespa is 55 years old, so I can fix by myself. And I decided Vespa because I love the design, and I decided exactly this Vespa because I love the color, light color. So I'm traveling around the world just at least with this Vespa because I like the color. I like the color, and because there are many reasons behind this. I mean, because okay, I told you I can fix by myself. I can find spare parts everywhere because if Vespa you find spare parts in Delhi, it's full of spare parts. Or this is my business card, my best business card. It means that wherever I go, the people smile when it look my Vespa, and when the people smile is the best moment I can be in touch with somebody. And I'm traveling around the world to be in touch with the culture, the people around me. So this is the perfect business card I have to to be part of the world, to get dirty my hands with the world. This is what I want. I don't want travel in a car or in a van that you always stay behind the glass and you never have interact with the local people. I want to interact with the locals every time, and this is I travel with two small wheels.
And you are very protective about it also. Like usually you are very happy with a big smile, but as soon as someone like touches
Yes.
and you go like, oh no, stay away.
This is my problem because I'm very super protective about her, and you know what the point is that make me crazy, and I understand, but this is like a toy for mostly of the people, especially for kids, because they have a lot. She has a lot of stuff to touch. She has a horn, everything. So the people usually look at her like a toy, little toy. And for me, this is not respectful because if it was a big bike, for example, nobody had the chance to sit on the big bike without any request, any asking anything. So when I see people that sit on my bike and start to touch everything without even asking me, I become a little bit, why? I mean, she's my wife, she's my bike, she's traveling with me. Respect her. At least ask me, can I sit? And yes, I'm protective, but I am a father sometime of her. So.
How do I put it? Like, why do you not opt for a normal life? And do you not like we were discussing yesterday that you had a relationship of like 10 years, but then you decided to leave because maybe you were getting this calling that you have to see the world and all. But some part of you must be feeling sad or guilty. Is it like I'm just guessing?
My mother always tell me, Ilario, you were a little bit weird from the beginning because when I was a kid, 2, 3 years old, I used to have a little luggage with me, a little bag, and I always carry my favorite toys. And I was a very independent kid because I always love to walk alone on the beach or look documentaries. I mean, animal documentaries. You don't see even the animal. No, what the cartoons. What's the name of movie for kids?
Movie for kids.
The action movies.
Okay.
I was interested to discover, to see the world by myself with my luggage. So since the beginning, I was a little bit like this. This was my view of the world. But anyway, when I grow, I try to have a normal life like everybody, working, have a girlfriend and so on. But no, it's not for me. I mean, okay, I don't want to get offend nobody, but I think it's a little bit boring, especially if you consider we have just one life. So I try to live this life deepest as I can. I mean, as much as I can, do whatever I want, and without any inhibition, without any. I mean, and I'm traveling, and to be honest, I don't understand the people. They don't understand me because I'm traveling with no schedule, with no time, with no anybody, and they don't understand how you live like so freely or anywhere without schedule, with the time. And this is the society nowadays is just a jail where everybody do something following schedules, following time, following what the boss tell them, and I don't like this. I mean, I feel that if I do what I want, I feel that if I choose every second what I want to do, every second of my day is not just every day. I mean, where I go sleep, where I stay, where I stop, and I'm traveling alone at least, so I can do whatever I want without compromises. If I do this, I'm feeling free, and if I am free, I feel happy. So at least I just do everything just to be happy, and I am happy. And simple life, but very really happy.
Do you think this freedom that you want and you have already, but it comes at a cost, like cost of like disappointing maybe your loved ones or sacrificing the other life that you could have had?
Yes, freedom. People think it's free. Freedom is easy. Now there is nothing more difficult than freedom, and there is nothing more costly than freedom. Uh, Freedom has a high price. It's very costly. You know what? I tell you something. When I was in Africa, I discovered that how simple is the world, because and how fake is our society in the western part. Because when I was in Africa, you have to live with nature every time. There are no any supermarket where you buy food that you even don't know where they come from. And in Africa, the food you buy, you go and you pick them up, and you cook by yourself, and you sleep in a small hut with nothing around, no television, nothing. If you consider the modern society is just a fake world, because you wake up in a big city. You open the fridge for breakfast and you don't even know where the food comes. Who produced this food? What he put in the food? You wake up, you go, you listen the music, the radio, you see the television. It's just a screen. You go at work and you spend 8 hours of your life behind the screen. After, you go to gym, because if not, your muscle become very low, very weak. Just, I mean, grabbing iron cast and go on. After you back to home, and in this day, what is the natural part of your life? We are part of the nature, but we don't live nature anymore in the modern society. And when I was in Africa, the people wake up, go to pick what? Wood to fire for fuel, to cook the food they produce, and after what? They go to work in the fields and they follow the season, and after go back without television, without anything. This is 100% natural. I don't say that this is better or this is worse, but this is connected with nature, and nature is what we are. So in the modern society, we are so far from the nature that we are so far from ourselves, because we are part of the nature, but we don't consider nature. Don't live nature. Even 1 hour, even 40 minutes, or even 10 minutes, we are not in the nature. We don't do anything naturally. We are just in a fake society, and so far from what we are that this is now today, last night, we sleep here because, and we were happy because we are in the nature with trees, with rivers, with mountains, with the rain, with dogs coming, and we are happy. And why we are happy? You think why? I mean, you ever thought about this? Why we are happy? Because this is nature, and we are part of the nature. We are animals, but animals must be stay in the nature, not in a car with air conditioner, with I don't know, screen, a laptop, computer, and so on. Find the food in supermarket that you find strawberry coming from Ethiopia, coffee coming from Brazil. I mean, and okay, it's fine. This is just consider another point of view. I mean, I just want to give another point of view. I don't say this, my point of view is better. Please don't consider this. I just swift a little bit the way of thinking.
What would you like to recommend to the people that are listening to you?
No, I don't want to recommend anybody. I don't like the people that traveling around the world and feel them a little bit better because they are traveling. I'm just traveling because this is my love, and what I suggest, let's say, is travel, because traveling is the best school, because you learn everything, every kind of tools every day, and the most important is when you travel, you know yourself, because yourself face everything, every situation. When you are traveling alone, you have to face by yourself, and in this way you know yourself, and if you know yourself is the first lesson of life. The people sometimes they have crisis, psychological crisis, they get depression because they don't know themselves, they don't know how to react to the world, and this they feel them like I'm not able to live, so they get depressed. But if you know how to react, how to face from the different inputs of the world, you are be able to feel yourself useful and happy, and this is the point. Who teach you to live? Who teach you to stay in the world, to live in the world? Few people, maybe the teacher at school, but it's not properly what I was thinking. And I think you have to stay with other people connected in a beautiful environment, not in the office where everybody's stressed and competitive. And at least you have travel a lot, and so you have to face good and bad parts, beautiful situation and bad situation. But thanks them, you grow up, because you know how you react, you know yourself, and yes, and this is the point. I suggest to the people traveling not that just like experience to take a selfie behind with a river, or just take a selfie and or spend one day with the family, but travel to make different experience, and try to put yourself in different situations, and to understand how you react, and if understand if this is the best way or the bad way. For example, now I'm traveling so long, and let's say I know how to face with the people different cultures every day, and it's not easy, because every day, every time, every culture, every country, you have different attitude of the people. But I know to more or less to spend time with the people, to what to talk, what not to talk, how to smile, how not to smile, how to interact with the people. And this is the only tool I have to stay in the world, psychology, because I don't have guns, I don't have anything that protects me. The only thing that protects me is the psychology, the mind. So, and sometimes I go very in dangerous parts of the world, like in a war country, like Afghanistan, Somalia, Cameroon, Yemen. And it's not easy, because people is, of course, for them, they are stressed. And how you have to manage this situation? Because they can be even dangerous, because they have guns. I mean, when I was in Uganda, everybody has a Kalashnikov. So how you to interact with them? You have to use psychology, and you have to have a lot of experience of traveling. That at least is experience of life. That's it.
Like, do you think the universe works like when you were supposed to set on this journey, you must be like, it's a mammoth of a journey, and you might be scared a bit, but once you get on the journey, you start the journey, then some miracles start to happen. Has it happened?
Okay. Sometimes I feel like I am very lucky, because sometimes I face the death. I mean, I was very many times close to die, but at least it was everything. It was fine. So I wonder. I mean, it looks like there is an art director behind my life, or the life of everybody, that decides, okay, today you will do this, you face this, and you will survive, and that's it. So sometimes I'm wondering, there is somebody, anybody that use me like a, I don't know, actor, and they, I don't know, they change the situation just to enjoy themselves. Maybe, I don't know, everything can happen, but I was very, very lucky at the moment. And yeah, sometimes I ask if there is a God or not. I don't know. At the moment, I cannot answer. I'm traveling so long, I face so many situations, but right now I cannot say if there is a God or not. So let's see. And what I want telling before it's important. I mean, the society is controlled by media. The society is controlled by newspaper. It's a way to control the people. Is the fear. People must be afraid of the world, because so in this way you can control them. And fear is the best tool to control people. The best tool to control everybody. And so we grow up with the fear from our, even our parents. They love us, but they put us fear. Please don't take food from the stranger. Please don't go with no, somebody you don't know. And it's correct, it's correct. But we grow up with the fear of living. And we think that the world is dangerous. We think that if you go out from your comfort zone, you will die. And it's absolutely, it's fake, it's not real. Because when you're traveling around the world, you discover that the people is wonderful. I mean, who is the bad people? Who born bad? Who is nobody? I mean, maybe the situation make people act bad, but inside us, everybody is 100% a good person. And everywhere I go, every situation, every country, every latitude, every continent, people is super friendly. And especially when they see my Vespa and when they meet a traveler, they are, I don't know, maybe inspired, or maybe they are jealous of me. So they try to be part of my freedom, and they want to help me even more than another person. So I feel very lucky when I meet people, because people treat me like a king, right? And this is what I was telling you yesterday. When you travel these long travels, you have to cross three kind of life. The first life is the life when you live your work, your normal routine comfort life. Second life is when you travel, you start to travel, and you feel like a king of yourself, a hero of yourself. The people always, they clap their hands, bravo, good job, continue, you are inspiring us, or anyway, and you are doing what you love most. So the second life is one of the best part of your life. The third life is when you come back, and when you come back, even in the same city that you left, you change. The people change. The years passed. Your friends maybe they get married, and I mean the third life is not like the first one you left at the beginning. So every time you have to you start again, set again your life, and this is very difficult. This is the most difficult part of the journey, is come back, because you live the best part of your life to be back to the normal life. And maybe I'm afraid of this. I don't want to come back because I'm afraid. This is the worst part of the journey, really.
Okay, one last question.
Tell me.
What you have right now, will you call it freedom, or we can also see it like loneliness?
Freedom, what is freedom? I ask myself, what is freedom? Freedom from what? Freedom of what? Freedom of feelings, freedom of food, freedom of material stuff, freedom of what? What is freedom? I just know what is happiness. And for me this is enough to be happy. What is happiness? Happiness, Socrates, a Greek philosopher, said that it's a monster inside of you that grow with you, and it's part of you. And what is this monster? The monster inside of you is what makes you feel alive. What is the reason you live? What is the meaning of your life? What is make you happy? And everybody has a passion, a love that make them happy. My passion is traveling. Your passion, for example, is make videos or make movies. So this is our monster. The most important in life is find what is your monster. And when you find it, that it's not easy, not everybody find them, this monster, because everybody maybe is, distracted by the normal life, the kids, work, and they don't know what is the monster inside them. But when you find this monster, the only way to be happy is feed this monster, give food to this monster, and spend your life to this monster. And this is the only way to be happy. So I don't know what is freedom, but I know what is happiness, and I try to push myself in this direction, the direction of happiness, not to the direction of freedom that it's an idea, freedom, like love is just an idea, and it's beautiful idea, but if you have to describe, I don't know, but happiness, you know when you are happy. You don't know when you are freedom, because everything can happen, everything can control yourself, and you don't even know. But when you are happy, it's a real feeling. And so don't look for freedom, but just look for happiness. Just look for happiness.
And it really looks that you are happy, because even we don't share our first language, but the moment, like, I personally saw you in Ladakh, and we just had a momentary interaction, that is enough to guess how that person is. And that time you felt very warm, very welcoming. Though you were tired, you were coming from a Mingla, which is like almost death, but you were coming back and you were still like radiating this energy. I don't know. That is why I message you, that because you look happy. Even if you do not say anything, it shows. Like on your face, it looks like you are enjoying whatever you are doing.
I don't have any reason to be sad, at least, because I'm doing what I like. I'm feeding my monster, so I am happy. I don't have any reason to be